3 months ago, we left Braunston to travel south towards London on our narrowboat where we live. And now we're back, just in time for the festive season. Unfortunately, the weather's not cooperating with my dreams of a white Christmas. I was hoping for a blanket of snow across our roof and fields covered in glittering frost, a snow globe village Christmas. But alas, this Christmas is mild and wet. The towpaths are sodden with rainwater or flooded, and everything is covered in mud. It's very much feeling like autumn rather than winter. But you know what? The Christmas spirit comes from within, and I am determined to have a festive time no matter what. Christmas is the only holiday I really care about, and I will not let weather ruin it for me.
This here is a spring which my mum always used to come to and get the water from and drink it, because apparently it's very pure. I hope that's correct. I mean, she is still
Will you give
with
it a
us,
try?
and so am I. So, I mean, hopefully it's all good.
Oh,
Natural
nice.
spring.
Little factoid, love that.
Morning.
Morning. We've moored up above the locks, so we're walking down to the village because today is finally Bron and Bakes. If you watch previous vlogs, you'll know I've been hyping it up because I am very hyped.
So they're like little mini Devon drizzles. So they've got the
Bron and Bakes is a pop-up baking event where bakers from the village come together and sell their signature bakes to the public. I've been able to go to a few now and I loved it, which is why I was so keen to travel for so many hours in the cold and rain to make sure we got here in time. The baked goods themselves are delicious, but it's really about the whole vibe, the sense of occasion.
My absolute fave.
Have you got a slip already?
I do. Thank you very much. Okay, so one of these, a big one. So do we need a catcher? Or is that too much?
You have to queue up and work your way around the room putting in orders for your stuff. There is no time to hesitate because you might miss out. It's very organised chaos and it's very fun. And obviously I will show you what I got when we get back to the boat.
Thank you very much. Have a lovely day.
I'll not leave that.
Thank you. Morning, morning. Would you like a piece of Christmas cake, for example?
After stocking up on baked goods, it's tradition to have coffee in the wheat sheaf to regroup, and that's exactly what we did. We have to pace ourselves because this is only the beginning of our jam-packed festive day. Next, we headed to the village hall, which is hosting a craft fair, perfect to pick up some last-minute Christmas presents.
There's another one up there.
The village was looking fab and all the hot cottages had their little wreaths out. I'm not saying that all of December I'm walking around judging everyone's decorations, but
Absolutely smashed it. It looks stunning.
we squelched back to the boat, and as you can see, the towpaths can get pretty rough this time of year.
Stunning.
Looks fantastic.
Absolutely beautiful.
Okay, Bakes Hall. This bread apricot foldovers. They are an absolute cult favourite now. That's my #1 favourite thing from the bakes. We've got new for this year, 2 lemon, they're like a zesty lemon something. I think it's like a lemon drizzle cupcake. Anyway, they look and smell amazing. We've got 2 cheese scones, 2 shortbread snow biscuits. Then we've got 2 amazing looking focaccias, one with rosemary and onion and one with feta and tomato. And then in the bag we've got a cheese and Marmite bread, and then we've got some mozzarella sticks as well. I think we did amazing again. This and the extra bit of bread all came to about £16. Incredible. And then from the craft fair I got this little orange wreath, and it smells amazing, like oranges and Christmas.
We refueled with some pastries, obviously, and then we had to head out again because today is also the St Peter's Church Carol concert.
Let's go.
We were actually running a bit late, so we had to make a pretty brisk stroll over the fields. And in wellies, of all footwear, there's something really undignified about hurrying in wellies, but we got there. The Church of St Peter is one of the last remaining structures of what was the medieval village of Walthamcote, and it's only used a few times a year for events like this. You can visit other times of year, but it's really nice to see it full of people. The Carol concert is made up of volunteer performers, locals, and it's incredibly charming. People perform a piece on an instrument or they do a reading, and then there's some carol singing bits where everyone joins in, and it feels very human and lovely. The church doesn't have electricity, so everything's lit by candles, which makes it even more magical, and the atmosphere is just amazing. And leading at the end, there's a little procession of lights crossing the field. It's like something out of a picture book. Okay, outdoor decorations, that's pretty major. That's actually quite good. After a few days, we decided to move down through the locks to be nearer to the village where it was slightly less muddy. The second we set off, it started raining.
God's sake.
But when it comes to winter boating, you can't let that affect your plans or you'd never get anything done.
Lovely.
The last time we went through these locks on the way up, it was my first time steering through double locks, so this feels like a bit of a full circle moment. The last time I was so stressed and nervous, but now I'm a lot more confident and calm, which is nice. We've done about 100 locks in the interim, so that was actually plenty of practice for me. I should be good by this point. We made our way down the 6 locks with no issues and then moored up again where the towpath was slightly less like a bog. I wrapped some presents because the next day we left the boat and Matilda in the very capable hands of Rosemary boat sitting and cat sitting while we went to visit my parents. I grew up in southwest London, but my parents had just moved to Norfolk, so they showed us their local area and we spent a couple of days being fed delicious food by my mum and just hanging out with family. Back in Braunston, we tried to get out for some walks as much as we could, just to see a bit of daylight occasionally. When the days are so short, it's hard to get yourself outside when you're all warm and cosy indoors, but I always feel better off for doing it.
Hello guys, just doing a little bit of video for YouTube. If you could just sign the release for this. Oh, it's just
He's eating a bramble right in front of us, Helen. You are gorgeous.
It's this little bit of hair that sticks down that's so good looking.
That's
yeah.
a hairdo.
Yeah.
Which is lovely. Oh my gosh.
What a good boy.
What a beautiful creature.
Horse.
It's so big. Look at the size of its head.
It's turkey. How are we going to break him out?
Like chicken run.
Yeah. If you love boat drama, here is mild boat drama for you.
Mini drama. We've just got into the first lock, top lock, at Hillmorton, and the gate won't close behind us. So now we're inside the lock. We don't want to use it. So I'm going to try and reverse out of the lock. It's the long and short of it.
The gate isn't closing properly, so I'm guessing that there's something stuck under it. You can feel quite a bit of resistance here. So whether it's like a tree or a windlass or something like that. We tried poking around with our boat pole, but I just can't shift it. So if we look at what happened, it just doesn't close.
So let's open the gate and get out of here, because it's 19 minutes before darkness. Probably 18 now. So I've managed to reverse out of the lock. Now I'm going to try and go in the other lock.
I've drawn the paddles on that because you can see water is coming in really fast because it's not properly closed. So that's why I was definitely adamant we wouldn't put our boat in it. It's too risky to do anything. I'm going to see if I can drop the water level enough to at least see what's going on, then we can tell someone what's going on. Or we can try and hook out whatever it is and just get it out if it's obvious. Otherwise we'll leave a note on the gate and tell people not to use it until someone else has done.
There's always something in Hillmorton, isn't there?
That's where your glasses are. That's the grain.
I think at this point they should have some kind of plaque for us here.
Okay, so let's get us down here and I'll take the camera and have a look.
Have a look.
What's happening down there. This is obviously the situation, which is not great. I was hoping it would empty quick enough just to, you know, let us see what was down there, and then we could have dislodged it, but it's not possible.
I have fashioned a nifty sign with Christmassy handles. I'll tie it to here.
Yeah, then we'll phone CRT. Let's go. Let's go. It's so weird coming back to the Hillmorton locks because they're so easy in comparison to the ones that we've just done. So if you want a good training set of locks, Hillmorton, I recommend it.
I, on the other hand, am finding it quite tricky being back inside a very narrow lock, and I found the bigger ones probably more relaxing. I'm getting back into it though. It makes you sort of have to be really precise. There's not really much room for error. Do you want to explain what's happening here?
Well, the pound is very full, so it's running over. But I think you should get some footage in slow motion of the locks. The 21st of December and we're on our Christmas cruise. Yesterday we came through Hillmorton and today we are going to go to Rugby so we can stock up at the Tesco. Now it is incredibly windy today. I didn't want to travel on windy days again because it's actually not very pleasant, but we think we've done this trip quite a few times, so hopefully it's going to be without incident.
Gusts.
Strong gusts.
Gale, I believe.
Who is Gail?
It's very forceful.
Doesn't she run a bakery?
It's not bagel force winds.
That's true. It's getting windier.
I can literally feel my eyelashes like blowing sideways. It's so weird. It's a very wide open bit here, so hopefully once we get into a bit more coverage, it will something. And it wasn't going to get any better today because it looked like it was actually going to get worse.
Yeah.
So it was like, do it now, otherwise we won't be able to do it for ages. So.
And we need our Christmas food.
We need our Christmas shop. I want to go for a mooch. I haven't been for a mooch in ages. Mooch around the shop. For Christmas.
Here we go. Coming through the worst bridge. In the wind. There's a calm face.
Let's just get this done.
This tree is a 10 out of 10 menace. Jesus.
Did you get all of that?
I actually didn't get all of it, but a boat just came
Did you get
straight
me shouting,
for us in
where
the
are you
wind.
going? Where are you going? Where are you steering? It was like there was room for 3 boats wide and they were taking the middle lane, as it were, so they were taking up space in the middle with space for another boat to the left of them, but unfortunately I was to the right of them. So I was like, could you go to your right, port side? And they were just like steering straight into me to the point where I had to then veer off with our bow so that they didn't hit us straight on. And then as they went by, he was like, oh, I was trying to just do it for the gust, but the gust never came, bestie.
It was a game of chicken.
Yeah.
And he wasn't going to move. Let's get out of this hairy cruise.
Let's get moored up. Jesus Christ, I'm so done. It's like 9 a.m. This is too much excitement. And we haven't had a coffee. I haven't. You have. We've got no milk.
Do you know where they'll have milk?
Do you think there's anywhere in Rugby that might have milk?
Do you think there are any superstores that might have some?
The selection, the choices. Big choices. Very excited.
Now entering Rugby, the home of...
Football?
They did
Rugby.
something here.
It's rugby. I remember it now.
Look how empty rugby is. Normally, well, in summer. What happened there? You were attacked. Is this the bramble that attacked you? What do you have to say, sir? Yeah, it's muddy here. Oh yeah, very muddy.
Very muddy.
Wow. It's literally empty. Well, I mean, that's not literal meaning of literal, but you know, there are not many boats here, is all I'm saying.
Oh my god.
He's fallen.
It's really sad.
Windy. It's been windy. Tell us about Tesco Christmas, sorry.
So this is probably the busiest I've ever seen this car park. I've never seen this many cars here. So clearly everyone's here to do their Christmas shopping. We're just here to get milk, so this is going to be interesting. What? Really?
What do you have there?
It's a free carrot
Who's
for
it for?
Rudolph. People are queuing one in, one out to get into Elliot's field.
I'll see you on offer.
One of those, I want one of those. Anything in the little pot. All the cheeses look great. I would love a cheese board. I'd love a Cornish cruncher. It's 3 years old.
So we didn't realise it was a named storm. Hiya. This was Pia's doing.
Those with a sticky something glaze, and those are like a truffle mushroom arancini. So I guess it would be like a rice ball. They look like little balls of dirt. On Christmas Day itself, we had a super chill time until the Scrabble board came out and it got quite cutthroat.
So that's 1, 2.
No pressure.
Some pressure.
And I got absolutely thrashed.
Do you have any words as the winner?
Oh,
no,
Do you have any words as the loser?
Disappointed but not surprised. I'm gonna let this fuel me for my return. I'm gonna come back like one of those evil villains. This is my origin story. I lost at Scrabble.
Disappointed in my performance.
It's a brutal game.